Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. Today's video is going to be a little bit differently for me. I'm going to be vlogging some of my beauty and content related chores that I have to do today. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today I'm coming to you with a vlog style. I'm filming this at the end of 2023, but you'll be seeing it very early on in 2024. I have a couple of beauty related chores to do, so I figured I could try and do that and take you along for the ride. I saw Kelly Gooch do this and I really enjoy her videos, and so this is not my idea. But yeah, I'm gonna take you along for the ride. So in case you're new here, you've never seen me, hi, my name is Maaike. I live in the Netherlands. I have fair skin with a cool to neutral undertone. I love reviewing makeup, which is why I've been doing it for more than a decade. I love my eyeshadow palettes as secretaries and getting the use out of my makeup, so if that's something you're interested in, then definitely stick around. So yes, what chores do I need to do? I need to wash some brushes. So I'm gonna take you into my bathroom to do that. And then I'm gonna have to reorganize some of my lip products. I'm not sure if you can see, but over here, I have most of my lip products. These were from a video I did, so I need to put them away, but I was like, if I'm gonna reorganize it anyways, I might as well like do it. So most of my lipsticks are now in here, and then I have all of my Lisa Eldridge ones in these Primark organizers. But I found this at Ikea over the summer, and this is now currently my K-Beauty lip stain collection. I know, so I got some more of these. They are this, the Got Morgan little shelf, and it comes completely set up. I just ordered a couple of these so I can hopefully put all of my lip gloss in here. One for drugstore lipsticks, one for high-end lipsticks, and then one for like liquidy things. That's the plan. So those are the first two things I need to do. And then when I'm done with that, I'll tell you what my other chores are going to be as well. So I'm just going to put you on a time lapse, and I'm just going to take you along for the ride today. So I'm very excited. I hope you like this kind of video because I really enjoy them when Kelly does them, which is why I thought I could do one as well. So let's wash some brushes. And here they all are, all of my brushes nicely washed and ready to go. If it sounds echoey, I'm in my bathroom, so that's why. If you're wondering why did you leave all the hot water running for such a long time, if I don't run my hot water tap, I don't have hot water. So the last time I showed people this, some people got really upset. How about it not being environmentally friendly to leave the water running? I just try to work as quickly as I can to not waste as much water, but the way my heating system, my hot water system works is only if you turn on the hot water tab will you get hot water, which is why I need to leave it running, else I won't be able to wash them. So, in case you're wondering. Can you see me? Yay, you can. So I did a bit of a rejig. So I now have 4 of these IKEA containers. It fits everything perfectly. So I couldn't be happier. So I have gloss up here, liquid lipsticks, lip oils. These are all of my high-end lipsticks with MAC in here. And then, like, I've got my favorites at the front so I can see. And the best part about this is that I can, because they're clear, I can see the stickers so I know exactly what I'm grabbing for. Then this is drugstore lipsticks right here as well as down here. And then I've got a little cubby for lip liners because I'm now all of a sudden a lip liner girl. And I didn't really know where to put this really chunky Florasis lipstick. So this can go right in here. And then I just have my lip stains in here like I already had before. So I'm glad about this. My Kaleidos things are right here. My Lisa Eldridge things, like my favorite, like these are the Luxuriously Lucents. Yep. That are like right front and center that I reach for the most. And the reds and nudes that I reach for the most are right here at the front. And I have the rest right here. And then I'm reusing the cubby that I used to use for lipsticks, and I now put all of my eye pencils in here, and it's also where I keep a lot of my spare brushes. So brushes I don't need every single day are in here, and a lot of the brushes I actually washed are these like new to me Hema brushes, which are actually quite nice. The only one I didn't really like was this powder brush. And I hadn't washed them since I used them for my video that I did in October. So now that I've washed them, I can take the ones that I'm not really using out of my daily makeup stash, you could say. And I can put the ones I'm not using in here. And then I have everything really nicely organized. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. That's makeup chore number 1 done. Now I need to do something in the kitchen, but I thought I could just show you. So let me take you upstairs. Welcome to my kitchen. This is the second chore I need to do. Let me show you. Let me put you down. Because I need to sit like this to be in the frame as well. And I'm not wearing any makeup. I know, I look horrible today. I got little spy spots and a label maker from, well, the label maker isn't IKEA, but these are IKEA as well. So I put them in the same order. I have so many spices and things that are all in different containers, to the point where, you know, some of it is in bags, some of it is in these kind of round things, other things are in square things, and it's driving me absolutely up the wall. So I was like, during Christmas break, I'm going to spend some time to repot all of my spices and like powdery things that I use for cooking into these little pots. I got mostly these ones. This is what they look like. So they're just a little round jar. Let me unwrap them so you can see. So this is what they look like. And then they also do them in a bigger size. So for things like this, I might be able to use the bigger size. So things that I have a lot of, I can put in there. I can use my label maker to label that I still know what it actually is. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to be doing this afternoon as well. I think it's going to take me like an hour. I'm only going to be filming a little bit. And then I have my little, let me show you. I hope I can show you this correctly. So I have this Lazy Susan that I keep most of my spices on, but like my most used, but because they're all different sizes, so much of it doesn't fit. And these have a narrower base than most of my spices. So I'm suspecting that with the new pots, I'll be able to use, I'll be able to put more spices on this thing. So this is from Amazon, by the way. It's like really handy. Just sits in the corner of my countertop and I can find everything. So, and this way, if I have these little pots, I also figured that if I have these little pots and I have a couple left, it's much cheaper to go to like Oriental grocery stores and get things in bags. Like I have a Turkish grocery store near me and I have an Oriental grocery store near me. And they just do spices and they're so much cheaper than buying all these little pots from your regular grocery store. So this way I can start buying spices in these bigger sachets and just make it a bit cheaper for myself as well, because I use this so often. Like, I'm continuously buying spices, and one of these little pots is like easily like €3 a piece, depending on what you're getting. So that's why I was thinking this would be a little bit more sustainable and a little cheaper in the end. In the long run, this is going to be cheaper. Plus, these weren't that expensive. They were only, I don't know, like €3 for 4, I think, these small ones. The bigger ones were a little bit more expensive, but let's just see how this goes. I need to get my funnel out, so I forgot to grab that. So let me do that. And space left, as predicted. All right, I can't see you guys. Hold on. So, makeup chore number 3. So I just finished all the kitchen stuff. I think it took me like 2 hours. It wasn't too bad, but I have one more chore to do. So let me show you what it is. It is to set up my bullet journal, which I use for content planning for next year. So this is this year's. Next year's is going to look like this. And I did this last year as well, where I used my time off during Christmas break to just, set up some pages to make it easier for me to keep track of the content I want to put out there. And then I actually saw these things on TikTok where people set up like life trackers, which is not something I want to do for content, but I wanted to do it for myself. So then I was in another store and I found another bullet journal. So now I need to choose which one do I want to use for content planning and which one do I want to use for like myself. This one has bullet journal pages as well as lined pages. So this one has both the bullet journal style, but then it also has lined paper, which I think is best for like what I want to do for myself. I also like this one because it has the ring binder. I don't like that. It's a bit too bulky. And I think I'm going to use this one to set up as my bullet journal for content planning. I'm going to be making some changes compared to what this one looked like. I did a short where I showed you how I set this up. So if I can find it, I'll try and link it down below. So if you want to see what it looked like. And then I went to the store to pick up a bullet journal, but of course you find so many other things. And I have a little box which is sitting off camera where already, like, I found all of my stickers again and all of my post-it notes, my markers, more like things to draw with. But then I also found that they do pastel versions and that they do the markers I was already using, but in a fine line version. So these you should be able to write with. And then they have this gigantic set of gel liner pens, and it's a whole rainbow of solid colors, including some neons and pastels and fun things. And the other side is all glitter gel liners. And then the store where I picked up the green journal, there I found these. And these are these like twin markers. They have a brush tip on one side and a fine tip on the other. And they had all the colors of the rainbow. And these were €1 each for 4. So I got the like yellow and orange set, the green set, I got the purple set, I got a blue set, I got a pink set, I got the red set, and I got like the grays and black. So that way, I think those are going to be nice for like the life track thing. And then I found that I still had these pens as well, some gel liner pens that I've had for years. So I'm going to set this up and sort of let you have a look as I do this. So let me make the changes that I want to make, but also set it up. And now I see that the only thing I forgot was my ruler, which I need in order to be able to draw straight lines, because I can't. Okay, so this is the next day because it got dark and I was just really pooped yesterday. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna continue this tomorrow. So I finished setting up all of the pages that I'm gonna need to fill everything up. So I thought I could show you what I did for my content planning and how I set it up. So I showed this to you last year as well. So I sort of did the same thing, but there are a couple of things I did change around. So let me put you down here and then I can just walk you through it. So here's my little booklet. You're a little bit crooked, hold on. Is this better? Maybe. So this is the booklet, and then when you open it up, I made myself a little index with the colors corresponding to some of the tabs at the top so that I know where to go. And then I just have an overview like written down, like all of the different types of content I do, when I do it, and then what kind of content I'm mainly focusing on, and then just like a weekly schedule of what days of the week, so I can sort of gauge when things are going to be busier, and there's room to grow, as you can see. So the way things look now, Thursdays and Saturdays might be like the busiest days, you could say, because that's when I'll have a blog, a video, and hopefully shorts live. I'm still sort of trying to aim to do more shorts next year, but I'm not sure if I can make that work. So this is my yearly overview where I just have a month by month list of like content that I know on that I can do on both channels that I run, so that I just have a bit of an overview. And yes, I draw crooked lines sometimes. Those pages I need to glue together, and then every month will have its own little overview where I can like keep a list of all the videos I'd like to do. So when I have a video idea for that month, I'll list all of the series that I do every month anyways, for my main channel as well as for my second channel, so I can jot them down here, and then I can cross them off when I film them. And then what I do at the end of the month, so right around now, I start filling those ideas into the monthly overview so that I know, okay, so it's going to be January. January starts on a Monday, so usually the first Tuesday of the month is my Shop My Stash, so I'll put my Shop My Stash there, and then I can just fill the schedule, and that way I know exactly what to film, so that way I can determine, okay, this week I'm filming these videos, and I know exactly what I need to do. And I have done that for every single month, but then after the monthly overview, I also keep some notes, like some pages empty, where I can take notes on some of the videos I know I'm gonna do. So I do a monthly haul, a tea time chat, a palette review. I go back to older palettes. I do a series where I talk about whether I would repurchase certain palettes that are still in my collection. Like if they came out now, would I still be interested in them? And also whether I regret decluttering any of the palettes. And then I just have notes here. If there's any other videos I need to do, and I need to like make a list of like, I did a color series this year, that's gonna go away. I'm gonna do something else instead. But then I can like list the 10 shadows that I wanna feature in that video on this page here, and I can just cross them off when I've selected them, and then I know I can keep track of things. So I've done that for the entire year. So here's February. It's all still empty and fresh and ready to go. And then once all of that is done, I thought it would be nice because I ran out of space in my old one to have 2 pages empty after all of those years, so that if I have ideas for my new year, so 2025, then I can already start writing them down here. I always change things around halfway through anyways. And then I've been actually using the old notebook, and this is why I wanted to set up a new one, to keep track of all the products I have already taken pictures of on my face. So here's what happens to any makeup I buy new. I show them in a haul to you, and then I either just before I film that haul or right after, I'll sit down and I'll take all the images for reviews and close-ups and swatches and all that jazz. So I do that when the product is fresh in. But then I need to start testing it out, right? So very often I'll try to already use it once or twice, also to take the pictures, to just have an image of what something like looks like on my face. And I've done that for foundation, and then also for concealer, and like all the different product categories. Because I was now like doing it like this. I'll show you what happened, what ended up happening this year, if I can find the page. This happened. And it got so messy. Like I had rows, and I was like, you know what? This needs to be a little bit better organized. My mint tea is falling apart. And then I can cross them off when I've taken the pictures, and then I know the product is ready to be reviewed and rolled into a Shop My Stash. So I have a system, in case you didn't know. And then I can like keep track of like content ideas that I might have, some more general things. Like if I come up with a new series idea, I might jot it down here under the orange tab. So any content that I think of, I'm going to post there. And And then every year in August, I do an eyeshadow palette month. And I know that sounds like it's very far away because August is close to 9 months away, but I jot down ideas of videos that I would like to do the entire year so that I have a good enough overview. So that's what these 2 pages are for. And then if I come across anything that I might think of as a dupe, I keep track of that as well in here. And that's it. Those are all of the pages set up, which means I can now take this guy and take all the old stuff that I just need to copy some things from this, some things from my computer. And then what I can do this year, whenever I've done a monthly haul, I can just take, or when I'm taking the pictures, I can just jot it down. If I have new items, I can just put it in here. And it's going to be so much easier to keep track of everything I have and whether I've done everything that I need to do with those bits. Because that got a little messy this year. Not gonna lie. In fact, I can just see there are things I actually know I've taken pictures of that I didn't cross off the list. Who am I? Oh well. So we have that all set up and ready to go, so you can look forward to a new year with lots of new content. And I'm going to leave you guys here because filling it all up and sort of like making my little lists, like, let me show you what December ended up looking like this year. So this is sort of how it then ends up looking. So I make a bullet point list, and then I can cross it off either if it's no longer an idea, and I just like fill it up like that. So that's what I want to do right now for January, so that I know what I want to do next month. And by that time, like this video is going to be part of that planning. So that's one down, so many more to go. And I just really look forward to filling a new year filled with content. So that's something I still had to finish. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm not sure if you can tell, but every single day, I think I'm doing better, and then I do that day like a regular day, and then the next day I still feel totally out of it. So I'm still on the mend. Every day is a little bit better. I've got a couple of fun things planned this week. I have 2 weeks of Christmas break. So yeah, you're gonna see lots of videos because I'm gonna be hopefully filming a little bit in advance already for February. I did that last year, and it was very helpful, I found. So yeah, I'm going to take my 2nd week of vacation to get ahead of the schedule. So we'll see how that goes. So I just really hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was a little bit different for me. I didn't even wear a single speck of makeup, but oh well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing me doing some makeup-y content related chores. And then I'm going to go back to my content planning and figure out what the schedule is going to look like for January. So I hope you enjoy, and I wish you all the best. And then I hope to see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.